Coming up next, let's hear it for Javier Cano. Javier Cano.
Come on, keep that going, Austin. Yeah. Come on, it's the only validation I'm going to get all year. Come on, give it up. Yeah, thank you. All right, so let's just rip this off like a Band-Aid, all right? Have you guys ever walked in accidentally into a room where someone's doing cocaine? And they don't want you to know you're doing cocaine? The response is always the same, right? It's always like, close the fucking door! And all you can say is, sorry, Dad. Could be late for school. Again. But I'm not gonna throw my dad under the bus tonight because he's here. But I will say the benefit, if you can have one, of having a shitty dad is that you grow up in other people's homes. You know what I mean? You absorb their morals and values. You know what I'm saying? And so nobody did that better than my friend's dad, Levon. I mean, his name was Hank, and he was the greatest man I've ever known. Like, when I was a kid, I wanted to be black. Because he was the coolest guy I'd ever met in my life. And when I was a kid, the thing I loved more than anything, were his nicknames for me. Because he'd be like, hey, Cinco de Mayo. Come here. You too, Levon. Hurry up, little Eric Estrada. What you two know about pussy? I just remember looking down at my friend like, is your dad gonna touch me? And when I looked over, he's all like, hey, what you looking at him for? He ain't got no answers. Hey, Pacho Villa, right over here. See, I'm gonna tell you about pussy. Average female vagina is 9 inches deep. Man's dick ain't nothing but 5 inches. Except for your daddy, Levon. See, what I'm saying is there are miles and miles of pussy out there. So you better get you some before you end up like me. Shit. I ain't had no pussy since Vietnam. And that wasn't my birds and the bees talk. Like, that was my sex talk. So, like, you can imagine with that type of outlook, like, that explains exactly why I'm in my 30s, never been married, and no kids. Like, I don't even want that, right? Like, a normal life? What? What's that? And so, my last breakup, actually, we broke up over a game of Monopoly. Like, do you know how much you have to hate somebody to break up over a game of Monopoly? Well, let me tell you, a lot. And so this one day, and I have to tell you, I mean, I'll be honest, I like to talk my fair amount of shit, as is pretty obvious. So I was winning, because I'm very competitive, and I was sitting there, and I took an early lead, and I owned Park Place at this time, and I only was 5 spots away from Boardwalk, and my girlfriend knew it, and I knew it. And I rolled the dice. 5. And she says, shh. And I jump up out of my seat, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm moving on up, moving on up. And I could see that she was instantly pissed off. I started singing the theme song to the Jeffersons, right? And she was furious, but I don't know what came over me, and I did that thing that they do on Family Guy, and I just started singing the whole fucking song. I was like, a fish don't fry in the kitchen, a beef don't burn on the grill. Took a whole lot of Tyrrell just to get up that hill. Like, I was dancing around, I was calling her Wheezy. I was like, come on, Wheezy. She was furious, and I even hit that high note at the very end. I was like, we finally got a piece of the pie. I went full retard on that shit. And she was furious. She's like, I can't believe you sang that whole fucking song. I hate you, you asshole. And I wouldn't have blamed her if she'd have broke up with you at that point, right? But that's not what caused her to break up with me. The thing that caused her to break up with me was that every time she landed on my shitty properties, you know, like Baltic Avenue and Oriental Avenue, the ones that don't pay shit, I gave her that line from Coming to America. Yo, rent stew, motherfucker! That's right, end of the month, rent is due. Yeah, she hated that. And in case you're wondering just how many times you have to do that before somebody that already hates you breaks up with you, 5 times, Jack. That's it. Thank you very much, y'all. It's been a great crowd. Love you guys. Have a great night. Chip Pope, everybody.